The nation's largest school district is pushing back its start date.
In a surprise announcement today, Mayor de Blasio moved the first day of New York City schools from September 10th to September 16th for remote learning and September 21st for in-school classes. CBS 2's Allie Bauman live now in Greenwich Village with what this all means. Allie?
Well, Christina, Maurice, for weeks the mayor insisted that schools would be ready to reopen by September 10th. So this change of heart came as a surprise to both teachers and parents today. The extra 10 days allows schools more time to make sure classrooms are clean and safe. But the late decision puts the burden on many parents to move around work and childcare. Harlem third grader Ramon Hernandez is excited to start learning in a classroom again.
It's more easier to write on paper instead of like technology.
But he'll be staying home a bit longer now that city schools will begin blended learning on September 21st instead of the 10th. Teachers will have September 16th to the 18th to transition and reconnect with kids remotely.
It is inconveniences for many parents because most of them start working already.
The mayor's announcement Tuesday to postpone classes comes after the United Federation of Teachers president threatened a union strike over safety concerns.
We worked through the pieces and determined that this was a timeline that could address the outstanding concerns.
68% of the city's 1.1 million students will do blended learning, while the other 366,000 have opted for remote-only lessons.
We now can say that New York City's public school system has the most aggressive policies and greatest safeguards of any school system in the United States of America.
The city agreed to the union's demand for random COVID testing every month at all 1,800 schools. Students will need written parental consent, and tests will be done with small Q-tips rather than the standard longer sticks.
We're going to be assigning a percentages somewhere between 10 and 20%. To be sampled, again, dependent upon the size of the school.
Tuesday, teachers at MS 324 in Washington Heights had a safety walkthrough checking its social distancing capabilities. But Laura Hanrahan, a special education teacher in Greenwich Village, is still worried about her 100-year-old school building.
We don't have sinks that stay on. We have to hold them to wash our hands.
The DOE is promising proper ventilation in all learning spaces and ample personal protective equipment.
We will provide schools every day with a 30-day supply of all the PPE they need.
Now teachers must wait and see if the city can maintain its new protocols.
We need the same safety measures in place as any other essential worker.
Well, there are still concerns about schools having enough teachers for both remote and in-class learning, but city officials say they expect to be fully staffed by the 21st. This delay also gives the city more time to hire enough nurses to staff each school building. We're live from Greenwich Village. Allie Bauman, CBS 2 News.